This is the video that I've been promising. It's been some time, but now I have it. I have it, and we're gonna be talking about your circle today. And so that's what we're gonna get into. So if you look on the blackboard, you see a couple of different things, and what it says is a true friend accepts who you are, but also helps you become who you should be. And that's saying as a total result, a friend that you have should accept who you are, and but also push you to be your best. And so you see, we have the three types of friends. You have number one, those for a reason, those for a season, and those for a lifetime. Now, I also added, I have to add the biblical aspects because all of that go hand in hand. Natural and spiritual go hand in hand. And so, if you want a positive circle, I would accept. I would say that you would want to read Ecclesiastics chapter 4, verses 9 and 10 about a positive circle. And it says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he has not another to help him up. So it's better to have two than be alone because you can get help. And so, but if you have a person that's in a bad circle, um, it's saying, be not deceived. Evil communication can corrupt good manners. So saying if you that's why you gotta work on the friends that you have, and all of this is just to better ourselves because we gotta take control of our life and how we are progressing in our development. So it's saying be not deceived, evil communication. So people, based on how they talk, how they communicate, is also how they can disrupt and mess up how you communicate. Because if you get people that's making talking foolish and talking stuff that's not right, then it will make you basically adapt to that. And so that's basically going back to what we're saying for three types of friends in life. And there's also, if you writing down or taking notes, there's also the key comes from these principles, and it's three principles that I have down. Is one, who you let in; two, why you let them in; and three, what are they adding to your life? So these are questions that we should always ask ourselves when we are going after new friends, or new friends are coming in our lives. And some examples, biblical, I will give you of a bad circle of friends that you're letting in. It's Proverbs 22:24-25. And it says, make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go. It says, least thou learn his ways and get a snare in thy soul. So it was saying basically don't go out and make friends with somebody that you see that has a short temper, because then you will pick up those habits. You will be short tempered, and who wants to be friends with a person that has short temper anyway? That wouldn't make sense because you don't know if they're gonna lash out on you or somebody else, and y'all become in a bad circle. And so, on the other hand, you have a positive circle, which is Proverbs 27:17, which says, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. So, what that's saying is, we're going back, you have friends for a reason, and the reason being for having a friend that's going to be, um, that coincides with your character because they can sharpen you. You sometimes have that friend for a season, or they could be lifetime. So it's always interchangeable friends that you can have, and there's a purpose for all things. Now, we have another one for positive circle. That's Hebrews 10:24, and it says, "And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works." So you need someone that's going to provoke you, nag you to be the best you possible. And it goes back to what we were saying: the true friend accepts who you are, but also helps you become who you should be. And that is what you need in your circle. You need someone that's going to provoke you and push you to be your best. You look at some of the best speakers out there. You look at some of the celebrities and stuff like that. The ones that's really striving, the ones that bring you and need motivation, and they have people in their corner that push them, strive, help them to strive to be their best. They always have a circle or a clique around them that's wanting them to be the best. And so that's what we need. They're provoking them, because sometimes you don't feel like doing that last rep of workout. You don't feel like praying. You don't feel like even getting up out the bed sometimes. And so you need those people that's going to provoke you and push you to do some good works. And so also going along with that, these can go either, and these could be either used for a positive circle or a bad circle, depending on uh, how you're working and maneuvering through life. And this is Proverbs 13:20, and it says, "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed." So it's saying basically, if you are a wise man, has to walk with wise men. You always need somebody that's above you. So if you're someone in the church that has a position, you need someone that's higher than you, or you're a celebrity, you need somebody that has been there and done that, because they can help you. And you need people surrounded with you that are better in some areas, or wiser in some areas, or more creative in some areas. But you always need somebody that's above you, even though it's your vision, even though it's your plan that you're working on. You still need someone that's over to help, and also navigate different things in the vision. But it was saying a companion of fools, and on the other hand, if you have people that's foolish and just not doing you any good, you will be destroyed. Your vision, everything that you've been working on, you will allow them to come in and it will bring forth ruin. And so that's going both ways. Another one is Proverbs 11:14. If you're writing, it's Proverbs 11:14. And it's the same thing, positive or bad circle. It says, where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So it's saying basically, where there's no counsel, where there's no guidance, where there's no instruction, um, multitude, you will fail. But you, with multitude of counselors, you need, and that goes right back to what I was saying about the wise men have wise people in their corner, because you need people around you to help you with visions and help you with your walk, your journey, and becoming who you should be. And that's, as you see, that is one of the main ingredients of a true friend, is they're striving you and pushing you and provoking you to get to where you're supposed to be, whether it's spiritually, whether it's in sports, whether it's even being a lawyer, different things that be. You need people in your corner to give you those tips, those role models. You need all of that, and to be the best you. And we're gonna go also to talking about some more positive circles, but also when you get to the point of wealth, when you get to the point where you're striving to get to, your circle should be smaller. You should have those people, your day ones. You should have those people that have been there with you throughout, and you know how they adapt. And those are the lifetime friends, which is point number 3 that you need. And also, you will have during that journey, what you may not know is the friends, those for a reason, those for a season too, inside that group. Because with wealth, there can be many friends. And I will read Proverbs 18:24, and which talks about that. Having too many friends is not always good. And it says, a man that haveth friends must show himself friendly. And there's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. So basically, you have too many friends and everything. You gotta be. All of them. If you have too many friends, see, that could bring you to ruin, because you have friends that have all different attitudes, all different lifestyles, all different things, and they're all not the same. You gotta be friendly to all of them, and in that group, you don't know who's doing what. So it's saying that there's a friend that sticks close to the brother, which is Jesus. And if you don't know him, I invite you to know him. He definitely does stick to you closer than the brother, because anytime you need him, you can call on him, and he's always reliable, and he's there forever. And so yes, he sticks closer to you, Even when you don't even say anything, he knows what you're feeling. He knows what you're thinking. So he's there. So I encourage you to find him, know more about him, and understand his love. And there's another one, Proverbs 19:4. It says, "Wealth bringeth many friends, but the poor is separated from his neighbor." Now, that's true because you can see it in Hollywood when certain people reach celebrity status because we can follow their lives through social media, through the news, through all the different things, and you can see how when certain people come in their lives, they become ruined, and that's because they're too popular, and people that's good for them comes around, but a lot of people that's bad comes around for them, and but when things go wrong, the people that weren't good for them, they leave them. And so we were saying, like, when you have wealth, when you get money, and also you will see all these people come from out of the woodwork and everywhere else and try to be your friend. But once your money starts going away, those people will leave you. And a great example about this is Job. Job, a little bit about Job. He was an upright man. He used to pray for his kids every day. Uh, he was a perfect man, and he had all things. He had all the things you would want. He had the family, he had land, he had animals and everything. But when in Job 19:19, if you look at Job 19:19, you'll see his story unfold, and it says, "And all my inward friends aborted me, and they whom I loved are turned against me." So he in the story of Job, he lost basically all he had, and through a test, and his friends, his three friends that were with him, turned their back on him. They saying he must have sinned, he must have did this and that. But when he was on top, everybody was rooting for him on top. They had his back when he was on top. But once things started happening, they turned their backs on him and left him. So it's saying that's exactly what I'm saying in your story. You got to be careful because once you reach that status and you're verified and you're making a lot of money and stuff like that, people will come around that are not good for you. So you have to take control of your situation. You can't just invite everyone in because they're friends for a reason, they're friends for a season, and they're friends for a lifetime. And that's an example of that. And the last example that I have for you today was the example of Jesus and Judas Iscariot. Um, Jesus had a whole bunch of disciples that he called friends, and in that group was Judas as well. And this is a great example of friends, those for a reason, those for a season. These two are the main things to look at when you look at Jesus and Judas, because Judas was there for a reason. He was there to push God to who he should be. And what he should be is a sacrifice for you and me to pay the debt for our sins, to pay the debt for all the things we had done wrong. And so he was there to push him to who he's going to be, which is the Lamb on the cross for us. And he was there for a season. He was able to see Jesus do miracles. He was able to see him be great. He was able to see all the people surround him. And he was one of the people that was just there for a reason. His reason there was just to push God to who he should be. And so that's what I've seen throughout. And there's gonna be more videos in tune. Cameraman, I'm gonna tag him at the bottom. I'm gonna also have my business link down the bottom, as well as my personal account. This is one of many videos to come. My next video is gonna be something you're gonna like. Faith and fitness. So we're gonna get into a different perspective a little bit. We're gonna also get into a different atmosphere. So you see, last videos I've been upgrading. Got this blackboard now, and yeah. So it's gonna get better and better. And I thank y'all for supporting. So like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Got even some clothing for you. And let's keep kingdom building. Thank you. Love you. Peace.